if he doesn't want to eat them. But he steps 1 foot back into his mum's house, and it's like he's back to like a wee lad with a runny nose, dirty knees, and shorts. Why? Because you get an identity from your family, which can be very hard to shift. To my mum and dad, he'll always be wee Peter. The fact that wee Peter's not wee Peter anymore is irrelevant. Identity that's given to you, particularly by those who are closest, can be very difficult to shift. Why? It can define us in a very good way. Some of us have very healthy families. Most of us, if we're honest, will describe some level of dysfunction in the way that we grew up. But that, as an identity issue, will rob us. We little Johnnies will never inherit the fullness of the kingdom when they live with that identity of I'm just a little tiny boy here. When God speaks to you and he says, you know what, I want you to transition. I've got you to be a steward of the fullness of heaven. One of the mindset changes that we need to come out of is to come out from under the things that define us in our family. Now, take the good, all the encouragement that we received as boys growing up, and it's fantastic. But there's times where I have to go, I am not. And as a parent, it scares the life out of me that I don't do the same with Ben and Hope and Eve and, define them. Let them learn to grow and become all that they're meant to be without me defining them. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 75 in the room today and still living defined by what your family said. It's time to come out from underneath that. That's why Abraham had to leave where he was. And then the last point in this story is this. He says, leave your father's house. Now, he says, Abraham, leave your father's house. Now, your father's house is the place where you receive your father's identity. Literally, most of us, I'm called too good after my father. Okay? You get the covering of